Hello my friends and welcome back. So today is Saturday and it is absolutely gorgeous here in Minnesota. We have been having the most odd spring. Like it got a little bit warm and then it got a whole bunch warm one week. We were up into like almost the 80s and then it dropped way back down. It got cold and rainy and now we're in this like middle ground this week where it's been kind of chilly, but every day it's kind of been getting a little bit warmer, a little bit warmer. And today is absolutely beautiful. I think it's almost 60 degrees outside. There's just a little bit of a breeze, not too much. It's absolutely wonderful weather to go out and work in the garden, which it will be my very first time getting out there this year. And oh my goodness, it is in some dire straits because it got so warm so fast. And then we had like a week of almost all rain. Like every single day, we had a really good rain shower and some thunderstorms, which made the grass nice and green again, which was awesome. But because of that, the weeds have already started growing and the grass has already started growing inside my garden beds. It's like 3 to 4 inches tall already. Like the grass in my lawn isn't even tall enough to like cut yet, but the stuff in my flower gardens certainly is. And let me tell you, my garden is an absolute disarray because this past fall I was not able to get into the garden to get it ready for wintertime, like getting everything cut down and deadheaded and all that kind of stuff. It just didn't happen because our fall was so short. We got snow so soon and it covered so much that we never could really get back out into the garden to deal with it. So all of that prep work has to get done now, and then I can get into the actual, what I need to do for the summer, or starting to deal with the weeds, add new mulch, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like I'm overloaded already with the garden and I'm already behind. And it's like super early for us because here in Minnesota, we don't plant until like the second week of May in my particular area. And even then it's normally pretty sketchy. It's normally 2 or 3 weeks after that it's finally warm enough. At least the last couple of years have been that way. Now this year has been really weird. It's warm enough to plant, but it's not yet time to plant. So you don't know if it's going to get hot again or if it's going to get cold again. So it's just really, really weird this year. But that's all right. It's okay. So I am hoping to get quite a bit done today, even though it's really late. It's only 3. It's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because I have been trying to get the inside of my house taken care of, and I was kind of lazy this morning too. But that's all right. It's Saturday. You're supposed to take advantage of Saturdays when you don't have anything on your calendar, right? So that's what I did. But now I feel like I need to get a few things done. So I have my weed whacker and my, what do you call it? My hedge trimmer. Both of those have been charging all morning long, so those should be nicely charged up. I will use my weed whacker to clean up the edging along the front of my garden beds because the grass growing in that area, I don't know why this is, but it always grows super duper fast. Like I could mow my lawn once a week, but I could edge like twice. So I don't know why the grass right there. Well, it's at kind of like our yard is kind of sloped downwards towards the garden. So I'm assuming any rain that we get, it goes down the hill and it settles kind of in the area right in front of the garden. So it gets a lot more moisture than the rest of the yard. So therefore the grass grows much, much better right there. It's a sad fact that, so anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. But anyways, I definitely need to weed whack because I can't even see like my edging anymore. It just looks like a grassy mess. So I need to do that first. Second of all, I have my, what do you call it? Hedge trimmer that is charged up as well. And I'm going to use that to see if I can't use that to quickly and easily cut down all of the plants that need to be cut down for the year and deadheaded. We'll see if it works. I don't know. I've never tried it before. I've always done it by hand in one of those big loper kind of scissors. But I want to try to speed up the process of this year. So we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, I'll revert back to the old way of doing it with the big old scissors. So that is the plan for today. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and start a fire. Because today it's a little breezy out, but it's not really super duper windy like it has been. So I think that would be really nice because I have a ton of sticks that have fallen from the trees that need to be picked up. So I could pick those up, throw them into the fire as well. So I think that would be a good thing to get done and get that up off the grass before the grass starts really growing for the season. So with all that being said, I have picked up a few things for my garden this year already. I'm getting excited for gardening, even though I get excited for gardening, but I don't actually want to do the gardening. Do you know what I mean? I want it to just magically skip to the part where everything's in bloom and the yard looks beautiful, and I can just sit in my swingy chair and enjoy it, watching the dogs run around the yard. That's my favorite part of summer, is being able to sit out in my backyard, watch the dog just run around in a beautiful space. I just love that so much. But it takes a lot of hard work in order for that to happen. And I tell you, every single year as I get older and older, I want to do it less and less. Yeah, I'm getting lazy in my old age. But anyways, I'm still going to do it because I still want that beautiful space. So I went to Walmart and I picked up a few things for my garden. And I also went to Costco because Costco has their potted mixed planters already out this year. And you have to get them while they have them. So I picked up 3 and I will show those to you as well. So just a minute, I'll show you what I got. Alright, so the first thing I picked up at Walmart was a set of rubber boots. I've had a pair, but they got like a rip right here. And I used them for years and years with just a piece of duct tape over that area. But I thought I would treat myself to a new pair. These, I don't know what they're called. I can't read that. It's just a regular old, but they have 2 different types at Walmart. They've got the tall ones. These were $22, and then they have the short ones. I decided to go for the tall ones because then I can use them for 4-wheeling as well. So that'll be a good thing to have. So I'll use those today. I don't think it's too muddy out, but I think there's a few areas that are a little goopy. So I'm just going to wear these because they make everything not get all messy when I'm out there. All right, so then the next thing I picked up was some planters. Oh my gosh, you guys. When I was looking for planters that I like, and I find it very, very difficult to find ones that I like. Well, Walmart has this one right here. It's by Better Homes and Garden, and I will try to link it down below if I can find it. They are $20. No, wait, they're $19. No, they're $9.97, which I thought was a really good price. They are, let's see. It's a 14-inch planter, it says. But I just kind of like the shape of it. I love that it's white. It's really hard to find a planter that's not like a darker color. I really like the white. So this is kind of like a grayish white or gray white tan kind of color. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it definitely has like this little striping on it, which is a little unique. But I really liked the shape of it. So I picked this one up, and I picked up another one as well. Here's what it looks like without the tag on it. So these 2 will most likely go in my backyard. And then I also picked up this one here. This one is also, it's the same size. It's a 14-inch planter. It was only $9.97 as well. And it's kind of like a medium toned gray, which I liked. These also have the little holes in the bottom where you can punch them out for drainage holes, which is very, very convenient. And something that a lot of these bigger pots don't have, which I don't understand why they don't have those. So anyways, I think these are going to work out perfectly. Alright, so then I went to Costco, and Costco has their hanging plants on sale. I believe these are like 17. I can't remember exactly because of course I forgot to keep my receipt. But this is a mixture of geraniums, pink geraniums, and then these little pink viney trailing things, which I don't know, and of course the tag doesn't tell you. But I love geraniums, so of course I had to pick this up for sure. And then I also picked up this one. This one's looking like I need to give it some water. It's looking pretty dry right now. This one is a mixture of like these little daisy looking things and then petunias, a vining petunia in purple and pink, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. So here's my trick that I do. I buy pre-made hanging planters. You know, they got the little hook. They're meant to be hung up, but I don't have places to hang hooks that are in sunshine, and this is a sunshine plant, and I love the sunshine plants. So what I do is I buy them because they go on sale quite often, and then I get a beautiful container that I want to put it in. Now this one, sometimes they will fit right inside of it, but this one is a little big. See how that goes all the way down to the bottom, and my plants are kind of squished down in there. So what I'll do is fill up the bottom of this with like a layer, an inch or 2 of big rocks, and then I'll set this in here. so that the rim of my pot, my hanging pot, is the same height as the rim of my pot. Then I just take off the hanging plant apparatus. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they just come off. They're like these little hooks. You can easily take them off. And it works out so nice. So then I don't have a problem. There's the hooks. There's the hanging plant. I took that off, and now I can put it in my pot. And then I can put my pot into my big pot. Look at that. I don't have to go ahead. I don't have to replant it at all. Awesome. And then finally I picked up this larger planter. This one is not a hanging planter. These are $19.99. And I don't know how big they are. What do they say? 12-inch patio annual. Fold apart shade. But it's basically just geraniums. Now I picked one that has not started blooming yet. I like to do that when I'm picking flowers. You can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 little shoots right here that are about to start blooming, kind of like this. So I would say within a week or so, this is going to be in full bloom, which will be so pretty. So it's a little early to set them out right now. This one looks a little, it's got a couple leaves on it that look a little yucky, so I'm going to just give those a little trim right now. So I'll be done with that. These will most likely go out on my porch. I like to have geraniums out on my porch. So I'm thinking that's last year I had one package of peony, or one of these out there, and I loved them out there. So that's what I'm going to do this year too, I think. There. Looks better already. The other thing that I picked up at Walmart is a little pot of pansies. Now these won't last very long here in Minnesota. They're definitely a cold weather plant. Once it starts getting too hot, they will just not really grow anymore. So I'm not even going to bother to plant these little guys. So what I'm going to do is just take a big pot that I have and a little bowl. I'm going to turn it upside down. And then I'm going to place the pot inside there. And you really can't even see it too much. Well, you can a little bit, but not much. So that is what I'm going to do with that plant. And I think it's so pretty. I just love pansies. I think they're so pretty. Alright, so now that I've showed you all my fun new things for my garden, I need to get outside, and I've been procrastinating, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it even though I don't want to. I've got my super grubby clothes on. This shirt, it's so holy. I've had it for so long. It's definitely a garden shirt. It is nice and cool. And I've got my hat so that I don't have sun in my eyes. I cannot stand the sun being in my face. So, time to go get some work done. You guys ready to go outside? Once out in the yard, I started building the fire for the day, but I realized as I was doing that it was a little too windy, so it'll at least be ready for next time. So here's a good look at the current state of the garden bed. This is my main garden bed that runs the length of the property on the backside of our house. And as you can see, there is a lot that needs to be dealt with. I got only about 10 feet on my weed whacking until I ran out of the little line that cuts down the weeds. I don't have a replacement, so we're just going to skip that today. I'll have to go tonight after it gets dark. make a Menards run, pick some up. So we're just going to skip on over to cutting down all the plants with my hedge trimmer, and then trying to get the weeds out of the garden. Yay! I realized as I'm sitting here editing this video that I never did give you a close-up view of the tools that I'm using, so I will make sure to link them down in the description box in case you're interested in seeing exactly what tools I'm using. I'm just using my weed whacker and a hedge trimmer, and both of them are by Black & Decker. A couple hours, I got a pretty good chunk of the main garden taken care of, which I was very, very happy about. I am going to stop for the day because I want to be able to come out tomorrow as well, and I don't want to overdo it because I'm not used to gardening. It's been a whole 6 months since I've gardened, so my muscles are probably going to be sore enough later tonight from what I've already done. And tomorrow I want to get out here again and finish up the rest of this main garden area. I'm going to go to Menards tonight and pick up some supplies, and then I should be ready to get a good start tomorrow morning. Yay! So for today's effort, I made it about halfway through the main garden, which I thought was quite impressive. Once I get over towards the end here, this is the area that the grass has really taken over, and I've been battling it for a couple of years now. So what I'm going to do is just use a kill all instead of trying to pull it all out. I'm hoping I'll have better results with that. So that is going to wait till another day. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress I have made for today since I started so late. I do have one section that I did skip over, which I plan to come back to and deal with. It is a lilac plant way in the back here. It has been planted for over 10 years, and it has done basically nothing. I'm tired of trying to baby it, so I'm going to be taking that out as well and replacing that with some new plants this year. I'll try to give you guys weekly updates on my garden progress, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that.